Hello and welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to show you how you calculate your calories. Okay, everybody is different. Okay, these calculators that I'm going to show you how to do it, they're not 100% accurate because everyone is different. Everyone's activity levels, you can never get them spot on, but you can get them close. And then all you got to do is just tweak it a little bit and you should be able to find it. Okay, the first thing you're going to be doing is you're going to be going into your online calculator and you're going to type in TDEE. Okay, and that is going to be a total daily energy expenditure calculator for you. Okay, and that is going to be just up there. That is what it should look like. Okay, now for an example, I've just done mine. I've put my age in. You put your weight in pounds. If you don't know what it is in pounds, you can go onto an online calculator and convert it, which is very, very simple to do. And you're going to then put your activity levels down. So this is where you have to be accurate. Okay, if you only work out 2 days a week, 2 to 3 days a week, it will tell you on there. Okay, put that in. You have to be honest with yourself here. Okay, because if you're not honest with yourself, that is where you're going to go wrong. Okay, so as you can see, mine is quite high. Normally it is higher than that, but mine, I've just dropped them down a little bit because obviously we've been in lockdown and stuff like that. So that is the first stage that you are going to do. Okay, so once you found your maintenance, the next step for you to do is you're going to download the fitness app, which we're going to go through in a minute. Okay, the fitness app. But first thing I want you to do is you need to stay on that what it's just giving you. It will give you your maintenance goal. Okay, so if all you got to do is then track your maintenance for up to about 2 weeks. Okay, and just keep an eye on your weight every single day. Okay, so if the scales are going up and they keep rising up, you know you're a little bit too high, so you just got to drop them down. Just a couple of tweaks. You just take, let's say, 50 grams of carbs away. That's all you've got to do. Or if you're dropping weights really, really fast and you don't want to be dropping too much weight, just bring the carbs up just a tiny bit because you want to be on that level. Okay, for roughly 2 weeks. Okay, so now let's just say you want to lose body weight and body fat. So here's the tip for when we do this. Okay, you can only stay in a deficit for no longer than 2 weeks. Okay, because if you stay in it any longer, your body's then going to get used to it, and then you're just going to really just do damage to yourself as well on top of that. Okay, so what I normally get people to do is go into a deficit for up to 10 days to 2 weeks at a time, or sometimes they'll do a week in a deficit and then they'll go a week into a maintenance area and stuff like that. So all you got to do is scroll yourself down and you come into the cutting side there, and it will show you what your calories are on your cuts. Okay, so you can bring up a maintenance on there, you can do a cut on there, or if you want to put on a bit of size, you can use that as well. So if you want to go high carbs, a lot of people are different. I go high carbs because they seem to suit me just fine. You can go moderate carbs or you can go low carbs. If I want to lose fat, a lot of fat really quickly, I will go high protein, high fat, moderate carbs, and I'll bring it down like that. Okay, so that is how you're doing all of that. Okay, so tip number 3. Once you've calculated your macros, you can then work out, obviously you're in your maintenance, and you can go into your cuts, you can go into your bulks and stuff like that. Then you've got to download a fitness app where you can track all your foods. Okay, you can do this with a pen and a paper, but I just find it easier to do it this way. It's so much easier. So all I use this one up here. It's free of charge as well. You don't get charged for it. All you got to do is you go into your settings. It will give you and spit out a number for you for your calories, but all you've got to do is just put down the calories which you've just been given. Okay, and you just change that all in the settings and stuff like that, and it will change it for you. And then all you got to do then is you then track your food. There's a barcode on there as well. You can scan your food in. It's so easy to do. Then obviously it'll give you the grams and everything on top of that, and then you just tap it all in, and then all you've got to make sure you do is hit your protein goal, and just try and hit your calorie goal at the same time, and you'll be absolutely fine. But yeah, that's tip number 3, is just literally just download the fitness app, the FitnessPal app, and then just go from there. Yeah, it's a bit of a ball ache for a little while, the tracking your food and stuff like that, but once you get the hang of tracking it, you don't have to track it forever. I don't track it forever. I get people to track it for about 6, maybe 8 weeks maximum, and then I get them to come off it once or twice a week, just see if they can eyeball it, and then obviously then we just take it down slowly. It's like, it's like when you come off of smoking and stuff, you've got to do it nice and slowly. You've got to literally cut a cigarette out at a time. This is just cutting out a day at a time, and eventually you should be able to eyeball your food. You should be able to walk into a restaurant and go, okay, that's 200 grams of chicken, that's 150 grams of rice there. That's how you do it. You've got to learn the basics before you can get thrown into the deep end like I normally do. And yeah, but that's my advice. Get that, download it, and just track your foods for a little while. Okay, so another good tip I want you to do, okay, is get yourself a pair of kitchen scales, okay? These are really, really simple. They're about $9.99 in the shops. You can get them more expensive than this, but this is just a simple $9.99 one. And basically, I will put a bowl on there, and let's just say I need to weigh out my rice. I'll weigh my rice out onto there. I'll weigh my chicken out. I'll weigh every single part of my food when I need to get to a certain goal. Obviously, at the minute, I'm not worried about it. At the minute, I'm fine at the minute where I am. But normally, I would get you to track that. Okay, so you'll track every single bit. So you'll track your protein, you'll track your carbs, you'll track your fats, you will track your condiments, you'll track every single thing that goes in, and you'll then plug it into my FitnessPal. Once you've plugged it in once, it recognizes what you're plugging in. So normally, if you just want to find it again, you just flick straight onto it and it'll come up in the little bar where it is. So that's what I recommend people do. Another good tip: stop your snacking through the day. Drink your water. I try and drink about 5 or 6 litres of water a day, okay? Yeah, and that's a small bottle. I've got bigger bottle getting delivered today, which is a massive 3 litre bottle. We're not going to go into that, but someone put their foot through my bottle the other day. I was quite highly annoyed. So yeah, try and drink your water as well through the day. So if you're feeling hungry, chug down a ton of water. Just chug it down as much as water as you can, and wait about 10 minutes. Okay, and then hopefully you will see that, okay, you wasn't actually hungry, you was just thirsty. Because 9 out of 10, it's just, you're just thirsty, you just need water. So just chug down a ton of water as well on top of that. Okay, so here's another tip for you. Get yourself a notepad. Go down to Poundland, just grab yourself a notepad, okay? Get yourself a tape measure. Okay, now what I want you to do is, when you're going to start, I want you to get the measurements for me, okay? So you need you to measure around your neck. I need you to measure around your shoulders. I need you to measure around your arms. I need you to measure around your chest as well. And then again, we need you to measure around your waist, okay? And around your thighs as well, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to jot your stuff inside. Okay, that's when I last did my last cut, which was successful. I lost nearly 2 stone on that, and I lost so many inches off my waist. I can't remember what it was now. It's written in there. Okay, you're going to log it down. Okay, you're then going to log your start weight at the top. Okay, now what I normally get people to do is weigh themselves on a daily basis, and then jot it down. And then what you do is you tally it up at the end of the week. And then whatever you've lost, you'll be able to see if you've lost 2 pounds, 3 pounds, 4 pounds, because the scale is going to go up and it is going to go down. Okay, so you don't need to worry about the daily weight going by that. Okay, you'll go by the end of the week. You'll then tally it up. If you don't want to weigh yourself daily, it's absolutely fine. Some people don't like doing it. I've got people that don't like weighing themselves daily. They're happy to do it once a week for me though, and they will jump on the scales once a week. and then they'll see like they've lost £1, £2, £3 and stuff like that. And then what I'll get them to do is take their measurements down on every second week. I will go and get them to go get their measurements for me, and then they'll mark down their measurements for me, and then we can then see if we need to adjust their diet, if we need to adjust their calories, if we need to adjust their cardio, or if we need to up their strength training as well on top of that. We will then, that's how I will progress somebody to see if they need to lose a little, if they need to like adjust something on their calorie goals as well. Okay, so that was a couple of my tips that I've just given you, which I give to some of my clients as well. Okay, so if you find any of that useful, apply it. Just apply it. I've given you out free stuff, okay? Normally people would pay me to do this, but I thought, you know what? I'm going to just stick it on here and see if I can help some people out. Because my goal is, if I can help a handful of people out with their fitness, I know I've done some good in my lifetime. Okay, that's why I've been doing I have done a load of free ones as well over the last couple of months, which has been absolutely great. I've been running boot camps, I've been doing one-on-one sessions. I haven't charged a lot of people for it. I've just been like, just jump in, and they've just jumped straight in. But yeah, there's a couple of my fitness tips that I wanted to just hand out and give to people. So if you remember, if you get stuck, you type in the calculator and you go down from there. But if you want to see the results, okay, you have to mix it. You're gonna have to track, okay? You do not have to track it forever, okay? So let's say you've got a goal, let's say you've got a goal which is here and you're here. You need to track all the way up to that goal. And I can guarantee you will get to that goal if you do everything step by step and track it, okay? I mean, you could go straight into eyeballing it, but it's very, very difficult. And if you don't know how to do it, like eyeballing it, you're gonna go completely off the track and you won't even know about it, and that's probably why you're struggling as well. But yeah, just find whatever one suits you better. So some people go really well on high carbs, some people go really well on high fats, or some people go well on moderate as well. You've just got to find which one will work for you. I go really, really good on high carbs, but then if I want to drop body fat, I find if I go high protein, high fat, moderate carbs, I lose body fat like that. It is, yeah. So like I said, everyone's different, okay? So this video has just been put out for anybody, okay, that wants to do that. Okay, so I will upload another one on Wednesday. I might be putting up a recipe video, so just keep an eye out for that. Anything else you'd like to see, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, bell button. I don't know where it is, down there. But yeah, anyone want to see any more footage, you know what to do.